through space.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I thought about letting you know about my thoughts, or what do I think about Softube Console 1. Is it any good? Is it worth the price? Should you buy it? Should you not buy it? So let's talk about it first, and then I let you know what I think. It's a pretty easy, simple layout. It's a channel strip from SSL. Let me just start by saying that I love it. It's something that if you can afford it, then I will totally recommend it to anybody, anytime. If you're a music producer and you do your own stuff, you do sound design, or even just for mixing, it's worth the money and it's worth the try, you know? This beautiful thing, which I cannot show you right now on the screen, but I'm pretty sure you all know what Softube Console 1 is. So let's talk about what you get. First, to your left, you get the input gain, self-explanatory, I think, which is good if your tracks are coming in a little bit too hot. Just dropping down a few dBs will help a lot. And then next, you get the high cut and low cut, which they are very smooth, and you cannot control the dB per octave, meaning the shape of the filters are the way it is in the original SSL console. I believe is 18 dB per octave. I haven't read the manual, by the way, but yeah, they are very smooth and yeah, just very nice sounding filters. Next, to the right, you have your shape envelope, which is kind of like a gate and also a transient designer, because you can have it on gate and it works like a gate, or you can have it as an expander and you can increase the attack, lower the sustain, you know, and it works pretty much like a transient designer, which is also very useful sometimes, especially for hi-hats, you know, closed shakers, open hi-hats, stuff like that. Then you get your classic SSL EQ, which I use sometimes, mainly if I have to boost something. I don't know why. I never use it for cutting, mainly because I use typical fab filter or some other digital, much sharp cues than this one, you know, that only goes to 3, which is 3 times an octave, blah blah blah. Anyways, very nice EQ, very useful if everything is done and you already bounce the track to audio, but you feel, you know, at the end of your production that it needs a little bit more shaping, a little bit more high end or whatever, you know, then this one, it will come very handy. Okay, next to the right is the compressor, and this is the money. I mean, for me, the compressor and the drive section, which I'm gonna talk about it right now, only for the compressor and the drive section is worth the price. Okay, as you can see, as always, I have it on default with my threshold all the way to the right, clockwise, fastest release, fastest attack. And there is a trick on the SSL console. Anybody that's used SSL console from Waves, or you know, I'm pretty sure you know this trick. If you don't know this trick, it's a very useful trick. So the moment you push the ratio up, even if it's just 1.2, it's gonna start to compress. Like, you're gonna see some lights here, maybe, you know, I don't know the first line how much it is, probably 0.2 or something like that, because there is 5, so 1 dB, you know. So probably it's just 0.2, but the way it enhances the sound is so much more than 0.2. And it's not just volume. Something very nice happened to the sound. It's like a fullness, like an aggression that you get from the SSL compressor. It's very, very recognizable sound. It's the sound of rock and roll, you know? So if you haven't tried it and you have the Waves SSL E channel, do it, because it's going to be very similar, I guess. Versatile enough to use it in many, many occasions, from tone shaping to dynamic control. I love it and I use it all the time. Enough with the compressor. So this is the next money shot, the drive section, which this, to me, have it off, call me. Because when you get the UAD or Waves or any other brand, you know, they do it as the original console sounds like, which is maybe what you're looking for. But in my case, since I work mainly on electronic music, I want to decide how much of that drive I want, because sometimes I want no drive at all. Like I have it set it off right now, like as you can see. I just want the compressor, or I just want the filter, I just want the EQ. But I don't want to apply drive to every single track on my session, because it will be too much and I don't want that. But the option, when you have it at 5.0, is like the real SSL 4000E sounds like. This will be default on so many other plugins. But on this one, I can choose to have it off or just a little bit, which is pretty much what I'm gonna do, 2 point something. In some cases, I will go upper than that, but I doubt it. 2 point something is very good. And then on top of that, clockwise with the character, which will bring those harmonics to the upper mid, high mids. Or if the track is already very, you know, shiny, then I can go and back it up and make it a little bit darker and push even more those low mids. Anyways, very versatile again, and a very nice touch, the way that you can just take it off. Amazing, amazing plugin, totally recommended. By the way, this is the plugin that you have to insert on every channel, they say. I don't do that because I don't work like that. Maybe for a mix engineer, it's a smart way to start the session. But since I'm a producer, I do sound design, I build the track sound by sound. I use it when I feel I need it. And after that, you can open this window, which is for me the one that I prefer. And as you can see already, it shows you the track is in solo, the name of the track, the number of the track, you know, the dBs is going in, out. It's such a nice interface. Let's listen to it. Let's just start by playing a little bit around with the filters so you can see what I was telling you about the creaminess of these filters. Such a nice low pass, huh? Very nice, very nice. Beautiful, beautiful filters. A little bit of the EQ, just for you to see. Very nice. Look. I know there is a jump in volume, blah, 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 but you get the idea, okay? Let's play a little bit with the compressor. And like I said, take a look to my settings and just push the ratio just a touch. And just please listen not just to the jump in volume, because obviously there's going to be a little bit of jump in volume, but it's also the character that this compressor brings to the sound. It's just very analog, like. I mean, that for me is the money shot. I'm gonna leave it like that because I need a little bit more of compression just to tame a little bit of the peaks. And let's play a little bit with the drive. Let's turn off. Let's just go back and forth on and off, just with the compressor and drive. Like I said, such a nice, very nice, integrated, analog, digital, beautiful MIDI controller, all in one. If you can afford it, I will totally recommend this thing. So this is it for today. I hope you took something from it. This is my first review thoughts on something that I use all the time. I didn't know which subject to talk about, so why not start talking about things that I like to use and how I use it, you know? This one for me is a must-have. I hope to see you on the next one, which will be again next Friday. See ya!